Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Bailey, also known as CringeMcCringle, and welcome back to the channel. So today's topic was mildly hard to write a script for, but I thought that I would make a video on the two anyway because frankly I had no idea that these two figures existed, and I'm sure that therefore by proximity or whatever the fucking term is, you probably didn't know that this existed either. So let's just dive right in. Today's video is going to be about the CHMS Transformers Animated Arcee knockoffs. Now, there's not a whole lot of information out there on these two gals, or at least not that I could find, but from what I could find, these more than likely came out somewhere in between 2009 2011, right when Animated was getting replaced with Transformers Prime. These two are 100% repaints of the Toys R Us Deluxe Class Animated Arcee, with no changes other than the coloring. So, let's talk about that coloring. Starting off with the Lifeline-inspired figure, we can see that she has been molded in this green turquoise color with some white molded plastic to help break it up. She's got a decent amount of paint hits for a knockoff. She's got a silver face with red lipstick, and of course a red cross on her forehead. There's silver on the neck, silver Autobot logo, and silver on the chest, and finally the waist. There's also some molded in black for the abdomen, hips, and the feet. Moving over to Chromia, whose colors I like a whole lot more. She has a substantially higher amount of paint than Lifeline. She's got silver on the face, blue lipstick, silver neck, biceps, hands, abdomen, legs, and feet. She also has an Autobot logo stamped on her chest, but due to this being a knockoff with not the greatest QC, it does look just a little off. Now, both figures do retain all of the same features as Arcee. They both have incredible light piping and come equipped with a set of blue swords that are stored in the backpacks. Just pull them out and you can insert them in both of their hands to make for some nice poses. Alright, second time doing this because my battery died. So let's go over articulation for the Arcee mold. Starting off at the head, as you can see, it's pretty it's loose. That's what I'm trying to say. It's pretty loose. So it kind of just be doing whatever, but it can look all sorts of directions because it's on a ball joint on a very tall post there. Arms rotate and they go out, and there's actually some shoulder movement there, so you can kind of get her shrugging a little bit. Anyway, elbow is on a ball joint, so it can bend and rotate and do all that fun stuff. Hands here are just on mushroom pegs, so they just rotate around. Stay. Anyway, the waist does rotate, which is actually pretty nice. And then the legs go forward, they go back, they go kind of out, not too far. The thigh does have a rotation, and there is a knee bend here. And then the foot can pivot like that. Now, that is all fine and hunky-dory and all of those fun things and euphemisms and whatever for this mold, at least for Chromia. She's pretty good, easy to stand as I struggle to make her stand. Anyway, she's alright. Lifeline sucks. Exact same posability. However, the QC on her is very shoddy. As you can see, I'm trying to, see that? The leg just snaps back for no reason. And these thigh rotations like to only go one certain direction. So this leg really, really likes to do that. And I haven't really found a way to fix it and mitigate it. But getting it to stand is a pain in the ass. And this waist rotation on her, for whatever reason, is a little looser. Thankfully, it looks like I got her posed up correctly the first time around. So, yay. But she's very difficult just because of the QC. Chromia, good. Lifeline, no good. So, yeah. This mold is able to hit some good poses, but with these having some slight QC issues, it kinda hinders that. Now on to transformation. The Arcee mold is simple, fun, and pretty straightforward. And here we have the two in their vehicle modes, and they look pretty cool. Both of them have just about the same paint hits. There is paint on the tips of the spoilers, with Lifeline's being a silver color and Chromia's being blue. They have silver going along both the front and rear fenders. Strangely enough, Chromia has silver detail on the hood and the front portion of the vehicle. That detail is missing on Lifeline, and I'm not sure why, but I'm sure the company had their reasons. The swords becoming the taillights in the back is a very cool form of weapon storage that I touched on recently with animated drag strip. Other than that, there isn't much else for me to talk about with these two, so I think I'll wrap it up there. So yeah, those are those two knockoffs. Again, I know this is probably going to be a light video as I didn't have much to say, but it is very cool that these knockoffs even exist. If there was one toy line that I would like to get knocked off, it would be animated because, well, I feel like we didn't get enough figures and it needs more. So when I found these 2 years ago at a local toy show, one, I was completely baffled and surprised, but two, I knew that I had to buy them immediately. I got them both for about 20 bucks each, so can't really complain. They're not the greatest, highest quality of knockoffs, but they don't fall apart, and that's honestly kind of what I hope for, is that they don't fall apart. But with that being said, I will end the video off there, put these aside, back in storage, and wait to put them on display. So I'll see you all later. Take care.